Hi everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's doing good today. It's Sunday, June 29th. I'm trying to drink more fluids. I got me a ice cold water too. I already drank half of it. So I'm going to try to drink about 3 of those at least today. Probably supposed to drink more than that. I don't know. 3 seems like plenty. Like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 at night. And my coffee, of course. Currently it's 71 degrees. High today is going to be 90. A little warmer. 100% chance of rain at some point in time again. Winds at 2 miles per hour right now. Okay. Today there'll be a Food City haul. It's not a real big haul, but we got some good stuff over there. We just didn't feel like cooking anything, and they're our close one here is Kroger, close by, and their deli is horrible. They don't make anything in their deli, really. I can't tell that they make anything. So we went to Food City because they got a great deli and bakery, and the Super Kroger has a great deli and bakery too, but that part of town is a lot busier traffic-wise, and we just soon go to Food City. It's almost peaceful going there compared to going to the other Kroger. Just there's not that much traffic, Certain times of the day there's more traffic over there around that Food City, but most of the time it's really easy to get around, without being much traffic. Okay, I've got some vegetables. Got my first zucchini. There's another one that'll probably be ready anytime now. This is about the right size. You don't want these monster zucchinis. They'll be jam full of big old seeds. This is about the biggest I probably want mine to get, and that's about the perfect size right there. And I should have waited probably to get this cucumber, but we wanted to try one. Is basically what it is. In a few days, this would have probably been not twice as big around, but it would have been bigger. So we just want to try this, and I'm trying to get an idea. Once they get bigger, I'll be able to tell. One of the cucumbers out there is doing much better than the other as far as being disease resistant. But I didn't think to put like a popsicle stick in each side to tell which is which. So the only way I'm going to be able to tell is if there's a difference in the way they look, because they're 2 different kinds of Japanese cucumbers, and then I'll look at the picture on the thing of seeds, the little packet of seeds, and that's the one that I want next year, because it's not got hardly any of those brown places on the leaves, and it's got a lot more cucumbers on it trying to grow than the other variety. And then this is just really, these probably would prefer to be just a little bit bigger. They're fine like this though. Banana peppers. Just wanted to get one to let Joy, try one out. She loves banana peppers, and that's really the only reason I got these 2 is just to try them. But this is like I said, this was the perfect size to go ahead and get. And there, I counted, I think 5 more zucchinis out there. The tomatoes are going to be, I've mentioned this already, the amount of tomatoes that I'm going to get are going to be pretty reduced from last year because of the heat. The heat really messes with germination and stuff like that. So like what happens is, even if they get pollinated, it doesn't really matter because it's the temperature, which you can't do anything about out there. I'm not going to put an air conditioner out there, or something over them or something. It's just killing the blooms. They'll just fall right off if you touch them. Half of them at least. So that's half as many tomatoes. It's just, that's just the way that can't do anything. Like I said, I wish it hadn't been so hot so early. At least early. Later on, if it's hot, I could see, maybe that happening. But I was hoping we'd have a little period in there where a lot of tomatoes would start to grow, and it's not really happening. They're out there, but they're not like, you know, you might have one tomato plant, the whole plant might have one on it, some of them. Some of them might have 5 or 6, where they all should probably have about a good 12 or more by now, you know. So like I said, it's hard to fight nature as far as stuff like that goes. So we'll just see what happens, you know. All right, what's for dinner? Not really sure. I need to have that pasta. I think I'm gonna go drink this water. It's tortellini, you know. I think it's 3 cheese or something like that. And it's the tricolor one that's got like spinach, tomato, and something else. I'm not sure. So we need to have that. We'll just see how it goes, how warm it is in here and stuff. That's really just kind of play it by ear. I'm sure a lot of y'all are that way right now too. You really don't plan too much, you know, until it comes up to time to do it, to have something to eat, you know, and you decide. I don't know what it is with this. I know this is an Amazon tablet, you know, one of those Fire, but it goes to, all the time, it'll go to Amazon, where you buy stuff on its own. When I flip it and open it up, for, you know, when it's been off for a while, I'll flip it, it'll go to that. Just now it went to that, and I didn't touch anything to have it do that. I don't know why it did. Trying to make you buy stuff, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, dinner's been sketchy lately, what we eat. I'd rather have something like, check out some of my shorts if you want to really see what we've eaten. We got those from Food City, you'll see in the haul. We got everything for our dinner last night at Food City, and everything was great. And it was all from the deli. Okay, didn't have to cook anything. Here's some jokes, everybody. I don't have a joke a day or a thought of the day. They're whatever they want to do it, I guess. Here's some jokes, though. Walking my dog, we saw a guy in a suit walking his dog. And I know my dog is thinking, I don't dress nice for him anymore. I'm sure. Okay, hospitality. Making your guests feel like they're at home, even if you wish they were. I always knock on the fridge before I open it, just in case there's a salad dressing. The book on chronology I ordered has finally arrived. It's about time. My husband is on the roof, only a few inches away from an insurance claim that could completely change my life. Okay, writing a horror screenplay, it starts off with a ringing phone. The person answers, and it's their mom saying, I have a computer question. Okay. All right. I showed them. I did that. Let's go for trivia. Trivia time. Okay. Let's see. Let's just go for this. First one I actually saw. That's as good as any way to, you know. It says science. Take quiz. Okay, time for trivia time, everybody. What is the medical term for gum inflammation? Meningitis, sinusitis, tendinitis, gingivitis. And a monsters and creatures quiz. That'd almost be worth checking out. It's gingivitis. You seen that commercial with oh, what's that guy's name? It's Bates. He's playing like like a Batman, and he's on the scooter, and he's like, "Okay, Batemobile, go slow and steady." I don't know. Y'all seen that commercial? I'm just saying, it's funny when you see it. He's telling that guy that was that half-face guy, whatever he's called, the criminal, that he had gingivitis or something like that. That's what reminded me. Okay, I guess you have to be there. Which part of the body is most affected by asthma? Liver, kidneys, lungs, heart. I feel sorry for people that have asthma. I hope I never get it, or anything, because it is a bad feeling when you can't breathe good. That would be lungs. It is. It panics me. Okay. And I'm sure it does them too. I'm sure it does. What is it called when you can't identify colors? Color syndrome, color loss, color blindness, colorless. Okay? I'll tell you what, I keep looking at this one, and it looks like it would be good. I don't know if it's goofy stuff or not. Anyway, I'm going to say color blindness. That's right. Now, let's see, next. Okay, which medical term means, a collection of, I don't want, PUS. Ugh. Allergy, anaphylaxis, aneurysm, abscess. I'm going to say it's abscess. And yes, and with that, I'm going to go to this one that I've been looking at. I don't usually do that lately. But if it's going to get, gross. Come on. All right, let's do this. So I've got 4, so let's do 6 of this one. What is another name for Bigfoot? Musquash. Musquash. Chupacabra. Champ. Sasquatch. I know I saw a champ in our backyard the other day, and I didn't get it on video. A champ. That would be Sasquatch. Yes. Bigfoot, a purported ape-like legendary creature said to inhabit the forests of North America, is also commonly referred to as Sasquatch. I'm waiting for him to catch one, I mean, come on. If they're really out there, you're going to catch one. Or at least find one, where it was buried or something, the bones. What fictional mad scientist creates a monster from dead body parts? Henry Jekyll. Victor Frankenstein. Professor Moriarty. Doc Brown. Pretty good other answers, but I don't know who this Doc Brown is all of a sudden they have in here. Do y'all know a Doc Brown? Like a scary Doc Brown? It's Victor Frankenstein. Yes. What monster transforms from human into a beast during a full moon? And what was it we watched the other day that's an oldie? Lost Boys. Kiefer Sutherland, Jason Patrick, Corey Feldman, and Corey Haim were both in it. Yeah, that was a good movie. Okay, what creature, what monster? Werewolf, zombie, vampire, mummy. Brains. It's a werewolf. Okay, it was a werewolf. The full moon has fueled the imaginations of storytellers for centuries, giving rise to enchanting folklore that weaves together myth and mystery. Takes them long enough to say werewolf, doesn't it? Which of these monsters doesn't have a reflection? Werewolves, vampires, banshees, zombies. Brains. That would be vampires. Yes. And that was what really Lost Boys was about. Vampires. What type of primate does King Kong resemble? Orangutan, lemur, chimpanzee, gorilla. That would be gorilla. I like that one where it was on Skull Island or something like that. Yeah, that one was good with King Kong. How many eyes do Cyclops have? 1, 6, none, 3. And I was trying to think of which one I saw a good Cyclops in. And I think it was like one of the Sinbad movies had a good Cyclops in it. I used to watch those when I was young. Okay, so they had one eye though. Right. One eye. A Cyclops in Greek legend and literature are any of several one-eyed giants to whom were ascribed a variety of histories and deeds. In Homer, the Cyclops were cannibals, living a rude pastoral life in a distant land, traditionally Sicily, and the Odyssey contains a well-known episode in which Odysseus escapes death by blinding the Cyclops Polyphemus. Wow. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's trivia time. And if you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I hope you have a great morning and a great day. Check out the Food City Hall later on today, everybody. Bye, everyone, and God bless.